A woman from Texas bought a lottery ticket last month. Before she scratched it, she whispered 7 specific words to herself, words that nobody else knew, not even her husband. She won $47,000. Now, before you think this is just luck, let me tell you something that'll blow your mind. There's a billionaire who credits his entire fortune to repeating the same type of 7-word phrase in complete secrecy before every major business decision. And here's the kicker. He's never told anyone what those words are, not even his own family. But today, I'm going to reveal the exact science behind why this works. The 7 words that Joseph Murphy discovered could reprogram your subconscious mind for wealth, and most importantly, why the moment you tell someone else about this technique, it stops working entirely. We're diving deep into one of Joseph Murphy's most guarded secrets about subconscious programming. Murphy, the author of The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, believed that the intensity and consistency of our inner dialogue determines everything. But there's a catch, and it's not what most people think. So grab a notebook, because you're going to want to write this down. Here's what most people get wrong about the law of attraction. They think it's all about positive thinking and vision boards. But according to Joseph Murphy, there's something far more powerful at play: the words you speak in absolute silence to your subconscious mind. Murphy discovered that your subconscious doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. So when you implant a belief with enough repetition and emotional intensity, your brain starts acting as if that reality is already happening. But here's where it gets interesting. And this is the part that most manifestation coaches won't tell you. Now, this is where Murphy's research gets really interesting, and it's something that most manifestation teachers completely ignore. Murphy spent years studying why some people could manifest money easily while others struggled for decades. What he found was shocking. The people who failed weren't failing because they didn't believe strongly enough. They were failing because they were contaminating their manifestation energy by sharing it with others. Think about this for a second. You've probably experienced this yourself. You get excited about a goal, you tell your friends or family, and suddenly you feel deflated. That's not a coincidence. That's energy contamination in action. Here's what happens on a scientific level. When you share your deepest desires with someone else, their brain immediately starts processing your words through their own belief system. If they've never experienced financial abundance, their subconscious automatically generates doubt and skepticism. Even if they don't say anything negative, their energy is literally broadcasting doubt, and your brain picks up on it. Murphy called this psychic interference. It's like trying to tune into a radio station while someone else is broadcasting static on the same frequency. The signal gets scrambled. But there's something even more powerful happening when you keep your manifestation completely secret. Your subconscious mind interprets secrecy as importance. Think about it. We only keep things secret when they're extremely valuable to us. So when you guard your 7 words like they're the most precious thing in your life, your subconscious automatically assigns massive importance to making them real. There's also what Murphy called the mystery factor. Your subconscious mind loves mystery and intrigue. When you create this air of secrecy around your financial goals, you're essentially telling your inner mind, "This is so important and so special that nobody else can know about it." This creates an almost magnetic pull toward your desired outcome. I've seen this work in my own life. The goals I kept completely secret manifested faster than the ones I talked about. There's something almost sacred about keeping your deepest desires between you and the universe. All right, so you're probably thinking, just tell me the words already. But here's the thing. Murphy discovered that the exact words matter less than the structure and the emotion behind them. The most powerful 7-word phrase that emerged from his research follows this pattern. Everything comes to me with infinite abundance. Now, Let me break down why each word is scientifically chosen for maximum subconscious impact. Everything. This word eliminates limitations in your subconscious programming. Most people think small. They ask for just enough to pay the bills or just enough to get by. But your subconscious mind can handle unlimited abundance just as easily as it can handle scarcity. Everything programs your mind to expect all forms of wealth, money, opportunities, resources, connections. Comes to me. This is brilliant psychology. Instead of programming yourself to chase money desperately, you're programming yourself to become a magnet for it. There's a huge difference between the energy of desperation and the energy of magnetic attraction. When you believe things come to you naturally, you stop pushing and start allowing. With infinite abundance, this is where most people's programming breaks down. They've been conditioned to believe resources are limited, that there's not enough to go around. This phrase reprograms that scarcity programming at the deepest level. But here's what Murphy discovered. You can adapt these words to match your natural speaking style, as long as you maintain the 7-word structure and the core elements: receiving, ease, and unlimited abundance. Some people prefer wealth flows to me in perfect timing. Others connect with money comes easily and stays with me, or prosperity surrounds me in every direction now. The key is that the words feel natural when you think them, but they carry that same energy of receiving abundance effortlessly. Now, this is where Murphy's method becomes really specific, and it's something that most people completely miss. He discovered that there are certain moments when your subconscious mind is incredibly receptive to new programming. One of the most powerful moments is right before you take any action related to money, especially something like buying a lottery ticket. Here's the exact process Murphy recommended, and I want you to listen carefully because the details matter. First, you need complete privacy. I'm talking about finding a space where nobody can see you or hear you, even for just 30 seconds. This could be in your car before you walk into the store, in a bathroom stall, or even just turning away from people for a moment. The privacy is crucial because it signals to your subconscious that what you're about to do is sacred and important. Second, you create what Murphy called the inner scene. Close your eyes and don't just visualize having money. Feel what it would be like to have already received it. Imagine the weight of cash in your hands, the feeling of relief and joy, the gratitude flowing through your body. Make it so real that your body starts to believe it's actually happening. Third, you speak your 7 words silently, but not just as thoughts. Murphy emphasized that you need to hear these words in your mind with the same clarity as if someone was speaking them to you. Repeat them slowly, feeling each word resonate through your entire being. This isn't a casual wish. This is a command to your subconscious mind. Fourth, and this is critical, you act naturally afterward. You don't buy your lottery ticket with anxiety or desperation. You don't keep checking your phone for results. You've planted the seed. Now you let it grow. Desperation and anxiety are signals to your subconscious that you don't really believe your words will work. Murphy found that people who followed this exact process before taking financial action had dramatically different results than those who just hoped for the best. Here's something that will completely change how you think about money. Murphy discovered that your current financial situation isn't determined by your education, your background, or even your circumstances. It's determined by the programming running in your subconscious mind right now. Your subconscious mind processes about 11 million bits of information per second, while your conscious mind can only handle about 40 bits per second. That means 99.9% of your reality is being created by subconscious programming that you're not even aware of. Most people have been programmed since childhood with poverty consciousness. Maybe your parents constantly worried about money, or you heard phrases like, "Money doesn't grow on trees," or "Rich people are greedy" thousands of times. Those programs are still running in your subconscious, creating your current financial reality. But here's the incredible part. Murphy proved that you can reprogram your subconscious at any age. When you consistently feed it new information with enough emotional intensity, it starts creating neural pathways that support abundance instead of scarcity. Think of it like this. Right now, your subconscious has a program that says something like money is hard to come by. Every day, it filters your perception to find evidence that supports this belief. You notice the bills more than the opportunities. You focus on what you don't have instead of what's possible. But when you install a new program with your 7 words, your subconscious starts looking for evidence to support abundance instead. Suddenly, you notice opportunities that were always there. You feel inspired to take actions you never considered before. People start mentioning money-making ideas around you. It's not that the world changed, your perception changed, and that changes everything. Murphy documented thousands of cases where people experienced what seemed like miraculous financial changes just from reprogramming their subconscious mind. But it wasn't miraculous, it was scientific. Look, I know what you might be thinking right now. 7 words, really? It sounds almost too simple to work. But sometimes the most powerful truths are elegantly simple, and Joseph Murphy spent his entire career proving that the simplest methods often create the most dramatic results. Here's what I want you to understand. You're not just repeating words, you're literally rewiring decades of financial programming that's been running in the background of your mind. Every time you've heard, money doesn't grow on trees, or you have to work hard for money, or rich people are lucky, those phrases created neural pathways in your brain that still influence your financial reality today. But when you choose your 7 words and commit to using them in complete secrecy, you're not just changing your thoughts, you're changing the fundamental operating system of your subconscious mind. And when that changes, everything changes. So here's my challenge for you, and I want you to take this seriously. Right now, before you even finish watching this video, I want you to choose your 7 words. They need to feel authentic to you. They need to carry the energy of receiving abundance effortlessly. And most importantly, they need to be words that you'll never tell another living soul. Write them down somewhere private. Memorize them. Make them sacred to you. Then, the next time you're about to take any action toward financial improvement, whether that's buying a lottery ticket, applying for a job, investing money, or even just paying bills, take that moment of complete privacy, connect with the feeling of already having what you want, and silently decree your 7 words with absolute faith. Remember, the creative force that Murphy discovered lives within you right now. Your words, especially the ones you speak in complete silence, are commands that your subconscious mind will work tirelessly to fulfill. If this video opened your mind to new possibilities, hit that like button and subscribe for more content on Joseph Murphy's teachings and the deeper secrets of the law of attraction. And here's something interesting. Drop a comment below telling me you're ready to start your 7-word practice, but remember, keep the actual words to yourself. Let's see how many people are willing to commit to this level of secrecy. Your financial transformation starts with a decision. The decision to believe that you deserve abundance, the decision to reprogram your subconscious mind, and the decision to keep your most powerful manifestations sacred and secret. The choice, as Murphy always said, is yours. Make it count.